Be very nice, smile all the time, because if you are frowning your face, they will think that there's something wrong with you. So you need to be smiling all the time, okay? And if they cook anything in the house, make sure you eat it. Don't complain. No, always compromise, okay? If you find out that you are making somebody upset, just check yourself and try to stop what you are doing so that the person will not be upset anymore, okay? Shebi want to win the money in Biggie's house, I swear they go throw away you come off for road. Hey guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bbnaija and this is Frankly Speaking with Glory. So today, gosh, I did not sleep early yesterday. See, my eyes are paining me, guys. You guys gave me sleepless nights. So yesterday evening's video I posted about the day 3 of the Big Brother Naija Pepper Dem Gang reunion show. Gosh, I got so many comments on YouTube, on my YouTube, on the video. I got lots of comments on Facebook. Like, guys, it's crazy, and the comments I was getting, some of them were just really objective, while some of them were just Glory want to kill you. And I'm like, oh my god, what the hell is going on? It just made me realize that a lot of people are actually not ready. A lot of people in Africa, Nigeria, they're actually not ready for most of all these competitive reality game shows. A lot of people are looking for entertainment. A lot of people are saying that, oh, if it was me, I would do this in the house. If it was me, I would do that in the house. But then the question is, are you actually ready for what comes with fighting to win millions of naira or dollars or whatever? So guys, I decided to make this video to give some tips on how to win Big Brother Naija or Big Brother Africa, or possibly I should have named this video how to last in the Big Brother Naija show or in Big Brother Africa show. Because I cannot say that the points I want to share right now are 100% gonna work, because it's different strokes for different folks. So I'll just go ahead anyways to talk about some of those points, and if you think they make a lot of sense to you, please go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below and let me know. And also, if you love this video, give this video a huge thumbs up. All right guys, without saying much more explanations, let's jump into the video right now. Now, the first question I would advise anybody who has plans of going for this Big Brother Naija season 5 show is the why question. You need to ask yourself, why am I going for this particular season of Big Brother Naija or Big Brother Africa? Anyone you are thinking about going for, not just Big Brother Naija show, but any other show that has to deal with winning money, that gives that kind of platform that Big Brother Naija or Big Brother Africa is given. Guys, if you are able to ask yourself that question and answer that question honestly, I feel like it's going to be your game changer. It's going to help you create a plan. It's going to help you strategize how, and basically give you a how on how to play the game when you get into the house. A lot of people tend to overlook the why question, but then what you don't understand is that is a very pertinent question, and it is basically the determining factor on how you are going to possibly win the money. So let's say, for instance, now Big Brother Naija show, it gives a big platform. There's a winning cash. Last year it was 60 million. The previous year it was 45 million. This year, who knows, it might be 75 million cash prize win, or 75 million in cash prize and in consolation prizes. The price of the winning thingy, it keeps on increasing, and the opportunities keeps on increasing. And the beauty about a show like Big Brother Naija is that there is never should I just say, it's a free-for-all platform, to the extent that even though somebody won last year, somebody won the previous year, when anybody wins in a new year, there's always an entirely different approach to how this person is welcomed into the entertainment industry and how the person is welcomed by different brands. So when you ask yourself that question, why am I going in there, I think it gives you it's serious perspective on how you should carry yourself on the show. Now, that is number one. Now, number two is for you to be able to win Big Brother Naija show, or even Big Brother Africa, or any other competitive game show that you plan on going on. You need to be mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and even physically prepared. This is one thing a lot of people fail to understand. If you are not physically prepared, guys, how do you hope to involve yourself in all the tasks that happens in the house. A lot of people argue that, oh, when we get into the house, like in Biggie's house, they'll give us a gym instructor, they'll give us a blah blah blah, they'll give us a blah blah blah. Now, a lot of people do not understand that in the first week of getting into Biggie's house, there is no gym instructor. So in the first week, you are on your own. The first week of being in the house determines how you are going to remain in the house, whether you are even going to remain in the house at all, So from outside the house, if you've applied to go in for Bbnaija 2020 or Bbnaija season 5, right now, from now, you're supposed to be preparing yourself physically, doing a lot of workouts, training yourself physically to be very, very active, to be very, very agile, training yourself in a lot of physical activities, so that you will be strong. I'll take some examples from the recently finished Bbnaija show, that's Pepper Dem Gang. One person that was very, very physically prepared was Omashola. Omashola was active. Omashola was very, very strong. Another person was Elozunam. Elozunam admitted that he's actually a gym freak, but it actually really paid off for him. So I'm not saying that you guys should actually be a gym freak. All I'm saying is be physically prepared. Another thing is being emotionally prepared. Guys, if you're going for a reality TV show, nobody is going to be your mommy in the house. Nobody is going to tell you sorry when you come and cry. People might be there, to tell you sorry, but everybody is out there looking out for themselves. Everybody is out there watching, their own back, so you cannot afford to be a weakling and be overly sensitive. I know that human beings are created different. I know that human beings are actually fashioned out in a very, very different way and unique way. Most importantly, some people are overly emotional and sensitive, while some other people are very, very strong. They are like rocks. They are solid. No matter what you do, whatever you throw at them, it bounces back at you. So it's always like at your own detriment if you try people that are very, very emotionally balanced. I'll give you, for instance, someone that was very, very emotionally balanced in the house. I would say for someone like Mike, to some extent. Mike was not 100% emotionally balanced, because there were times when he let go. Even though he tried to hide himself, there were times he let go. I'll give you, for instance, when they had a competition, I think Crustopia, when he let go with Shay, to some extent I felt like it was unnecessary, and when he was trying to poke Tacha and all of that, I felt like he let go of himself, but Mike was one of the most emotionally balanced housemates in the recently finished or ended Bbnaija show. All right, so another person that was sort of emotionally balanced, I am thinking I can't really think for now, but I think Mike. And then on the flip side, another person that was not really emotionally balanced, all the housemates, they were not emotionally balanced. Let me not just lie. A lot of people will say that, oh, it's only Tacha. No, guys, Tacha was not the only person that was not emotionally balanced. As a matter of fact, Tacha was actually confident in herself, and to some extent bragged by giving herself reaffirmations of her capabilities, of her abilities, of her confidence and all of that, but she was very, very temperamental. And that brings me to the point of guard your emotions. You don't want to give people that space, that rope to always step on your toes, to always make you upset. The moment you allow people to see your weakness, they are going to use it against you. And that was what happened to Tacha in the house. A lot of people saw that side of her. They saw that she did not like certain things. She opened that part of herself to the other housemates, and when they discovered that, they played on it excessively. One person that consistently played on it excessively was Mike and Shay. They consistently excessively played on that part of Tacha, because they knew that, okay, Tacha was actually temperamental, so they used her weakness against her. Another person that allowed himself go, that got in his feelings all the time was Shay. The braggy part of, oh, I am this, I am that, I am this, I am that. A lot of people literally got tired, like, okay, we get it, we get the memo, you're from this family, we get it, but guy, focus your energy on trying to create a name for yourself, so Shay was also very, very temperamental. He was so temperamental to the extent of when he goes off, when he's angry, he goes off, he says anything, he literally insults people's ancestors and lineages, so that was another person that was extremely temperamental. Esther was also very temperamental. And guys, when I say temperamental, I understand that, this is a game, and that's something you should also understand. When people get upset in the house, you're not quickly to judge them, that, this person is this, person is that. Remember, okay, that just brings me to my other point. Understand that you will meet a million versions of selves that are you and not you. So when we're talking about being temperamental in the house, okay, you are going to get really upset at even the slightest thing. Do you know the reason why? You are living in an enclosed space with over 20 people from different walks of life, people that you do not know anything about, people that you've never seen in your life before, possibly people that you do not know their background. Remember, when people are raised different, when they are put together, crazy magicians or crazy things happen, So in Big Brother Naija house, if you are planning on going for next season's one, you should prepare your mind that the people that you're going to be meeting in the house, they're going to play with your head, they're going to play with your emotions, they're going to play with you properly, and they're going to play a lot of psychological games on you, and if you're not prepared to face it, guys, trust me, it's going to backfire on you. Another thing is, be confident. You want to be loud, you want to be outspoken, you want to be quiet, whatever strategy works for you, do it, because the reality is you're actually going into that house to win money. And that brings me to my next point: sell yourself. What people fail to understand is people are not just looking at people that are physically fit alone. People are not brands out there, companies, organizations. They're not just looking at people. Businesses are not just looking at people that are going to come there and show them how good of a character they have and blah blah blah. They're also looking for people that have strong personalities. They're looking for people that are results driven, result oriented, goal oriented, key players, team players. That was one thing I really loved about Tacha in the house. A lot of people used to call me, Tacha fan. Hey, when somebody has a lot of good qualities, you tend to want to learn from them. And Tacha has one of those qualities that I love. Tacha would quarrel with people from now to tomorrow, but when it's time to work on a task, when it's time to actually get results, she would work with you, settle a dispute with you immediately, and you guys are going to get the job done. That was what she was actually doing in the house. And for me, I feel like that's a very, very good quality. It would take a lot of people to actually learn that, but then they will not learn it because for them, no, Tacha is the problem. Anyways, guys, the other point is, try not to be entitled. It's a game. And that's what I've seen in a lot of fans, in a lot of people that have been talking about this reunion show, about even the Big Brother Naija reunion show in general. They sound so freaking entitled. Oh, you should have done this. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. Oh, you shouldn't have done this. Hey. Listen, guys. First of all, remind yourself, it is a game. And as far as people are actually fighting for money, fighting for the platform, fighting for the publicity, fighting to stay in the house, fighting to get the attention of brands, they're going to literally do anything to stay in the game. So if you are going into the house with the expectations, fake, like dry, dead expectations that, people are not going to upset me, people are not going to make me feel sad, people are not going to give me headache, people are not going to blah blah blah, people are going to pamper me, you will fall sick, mentally sick, emotionally sick, physically sick. When you are sick, you'll not be evicted. Anyways, I am not Biggie, so I cannot say for sure what Biggie likes and what Biggie does not like. But you also need to remember that the population of people that, like, to some extent, 70% determines the housemate that remains on the show are the viewers out there that are voting. A lot of people might say that, that there are people that are actually sponsoring the show, so they determine who stays in the show. Well, I do not know. I'm not part of the organizers. But from what I have seen so far over the years, the viewing public, they also determine to a great extent the person that remains on the show. So if you are not giving people, feeding people that entertainment that they are paying for, They don't want to see your face in the house, because trust me, aside the money people are using to vote, people are also paying for DSTV subscriptions or GoTV subscriptions just so that they'll be able to view the show. So why should they not get value for their money? What is your answer to that question? Why should they not get value for their money? Why shouldn't you give them entertainment? Why shouldn't you give them something to laugh about? Why shouldn't you give them something to, talk about? They want to actually see you do things that's going to make them think, that's going to make them have fun, And let me just be realistic with you guys. Trust me, you see the viewing public of most of all these shows, they're not looking for a morally upright person. Yeah, maybe 10% of the population are looking for a morally upright person. Yeah, but in as much as they are not looking for a morally upright person, they are probably also looking for someone that has a humane side to them, and also someone that will give them entertainment. If you watch all this Rich Wife of Beverly Hills show, Keeping Up with the Kardashian shows, what do you notice, guys? You see that all of these people, they recognize the fact that people are actually paying to watch them live a reality, right? They do all their drama, they do all their madness, they do all their craziness, and then when they now put them in front of the camera to talk, they will not start crying. They'll not start giving you stories that touch the heart. I've always wanted to be a star. That kind of stories that touch the heart, because you understand that there's that viewing audience that can definitely relate to that soft side of them, So it's like, give it hot, give it cold, give it as it hot, that kind of thing, because you never can completely 100% satisfy the viewing public. But one thing you should not expect is, everybody's going to dobale for me to pass. It will never happen. So learn. Another thing, guys, is be open-minded. Do not expect everything to go your way. Not everything will ever go your way, because remember, you are meeting different people from different walks of life. So you've never encountered them before. Possibly you have never lived with them in a close space before. And remember, guys, you guys are not going outside the house. You guys are seeing each other's faces every day, 24/7. You guys are working around each other like ticking time bombs, and any little thing can easily irritate you, So you don't have to expect that things will always be smooth and rosy. Just expect the worst, and also expect the slightly best, because you cannot expect the absolute best, but expect the worst and be prepared for the worst to happen. Another thing is compromise, but do not shrink for people to shine. Maybe when they give you teamwork to do, you can definitely compromise and work together as a team. But then when it's now left to you to play your game, my advice is, don't ever shrink for other people to shine, because the truth is everybody is gunning for the same prize that you are gunning for. But then if you're not gunning for the winning prize, that brings me back to the first question I asked on this video, the why. Why are you going into Biggie's house? So a lot of people really have a lot of good motive when it comes to the why. Some people will say that they are going into the house not because they want to win the money, but because they want to sell themselves, they want to advertise their skills, they want to advertise their talents, they want to make themselves visible to sponsors, potential clients, potential brands that they hope will sign them up. So if that is your motive, then stick to it. Do not focus on having quarrels or having beef with other housemates. No, but instead utilize every single opportunity available to sell yourself. And in as much as I did not really like the personality that Jackie portrayed inside the house, I think that was one of the things I loved about her, her ability to always constantly sell herself. Tasha did the same thing, always selling herself. I have everything, Tasha, I have this. Jackie, I am a techie expert, I am this. Shay also sold himself. He showed himself as a good movie director and an actor. Which other person sold himself? Fraud did a great job at selling himself. Who else did a great job at selling herself? Kathy really proved herself that she could really speak, and guys, the list is endless, but basically be prepared. So I have listed all that I want to list. I've said all I want to say, guys, but the crux of this video is, don't ever expect anything from any of the housemates. Don't expect that everything will go your way. Try not to be entitled. Drop your entitlement cap in your house. before going into Biggie's house. Try not to be too temperamental, not to be too emotional. Don't always get into your feelings all the damn time. If you're very, very sensitive, start learning from now how to be not too sensitive. Yeah. And also keep mentally reminding yourself that, hey God, I'm going to go and live with different people, different personalities, different flip orders, different versions of myself that I have not even encountered, that are going to come out in the house. Do you know some people literally go into the house and they do crazy things that they did not think in their wildest dreams they would do? So you need to also prepare yourself for that version of you that will come out. You know, I've mentioned all those things, and I've also said that have a plan, have a strategy. I'm sick and tired when all those housemates are always saying, just be yourself, just be yourself. Nobody freaking goes into a show and be themselves and wins the money. Be yourself does not work. I'm serious, guys. Be yourself does not work. Have a plan, have a strategy. Yeah, do whatever you want to do, you know, but ensure that you do what's best for you. Basically, guys, that's most of the things that I'm going to say on this particular episode of Frankly Speaking with Glory. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to drop your thoughts and your comments in the comment section below. I will see you in my next video. Have an amazing day. Bye.